Hey everyone, and welcome to Almost Cancelled. I'm Peter, that is Connor, and we are going to talk about Arrow, Season 5, Episode 23. It's called Lian. It is the season finale. Full spoilers for the episode as always. Other disclaimer that I always give at the start of Arrow. Connor gets drunk for this because we don't really like Arrow that much. We're a bit jaded with it. We make fun of it, and if you don't want that, then that's fair. But all the other reviews are more normal and sort of fair, as it were. That said, I actually don't think we're going to be that negative on this.
No, maybe not. But
Some nitpicks, but
as is tradition this week, it's the
you're off. Yeah,
a
you're off.
Highland Black 8-year Scotch. It's very good.
And you finished it by the looks of it.
I, I did. It was about there when I started.
Yes, yes. He added in some
So
extra drinking rules for the finale, which
I may have done. I thought might as well go all out. It's the last one till October.
dear.
I can buy more before that.
Ah, you've got months now. You can save some money on booze.
I can buy some nice stuff.
I've not drank in
No, I'm
five
not.
months.
I'm not wasting the nice stuff on Arrow. What am I kidding? What am I talking about?
So, no, I think the reason why we're going to be mostly quite positive on this one is because the general setup of the episode from an action point of view was actually kind of fun, and secondly, when we compare it to last year's season finale, it is night and day. Because last year's season finale was one of the worst episodes of the show. It was dire. Need I remind? Let me take you back. Let me take you back to a year
Oh, do
ago.
we have to? Because I haven't got more whiskey. You've just seen.
I just want to remind you of the final fight of season 4 of Arrow between Oliver and Damien Dark, standing in a street, just standing facing each other,
I think I get some drops out of this.
just exchange punches backwards and forwards with absolutely no momentum. We're fast forward to this, and we have a pretty decent little winner. The camera going in a circle as like various team members are fighting, and it looked okay. Yeah,
And then a
Deathstroke.
shorter reverse one.
Yeah, as it came out after it came out from the flashback, it went back around. Yeah, but you had Deathstroke, you had Diggle, you had Renee, you had Black Canary,
You had a scream off.
you had a Scream Off, which we predicted was going to happen, but it was kind of
We
obvious.
did, and I drank for it because I could have celebrated scream off.
Yeah, so that's good. Lance calls her Black Canary, which signals that that's her name now. She's taking the mantle.
I do have a nitpick with that though. I don't feel like it was earned in that moment. Like I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know.
She's
Maybe
like Renee's like, hey Canary, and Lance is like, no, it's Black Canary. It's like, really now?
Joe, I think it is. I think the justification for it is that he's seen Black Siren now, and he's seen that being the Black Canary is not just about looking like his daughter. So he respects that Dinah's more like his daughter than this Siren ever is. That's how I'm reading it. But I mean, admittedly, I'm.
Whatever bullshit helps you sleep at night.
So here's the thing, right now we are going to nitpick a little bit here because
Because it's Arrow.
well, because it's Arrow, but as much as I had fun with the general action plot, everything felt big, and it had all these extra characters. You know, Boomerang was there. We had Evelyn was. She's been missing most of the season.
She definitely blew up.
She probably blew up. I don't think the rest of them blew up though.
No, but she did. She
Because
was so
obviously, of course, they're
pissed.
not blowing up. They're not going to kill 99% of the cast of the show.
No, but Evelyn, I mean, they forgot about her after episode 12.
That said,
Ugh.
although Oliver did promise to come back for her, so he's going to feel quite guilty if she if she blew up in the middle of the island.
Good, he should feel guilty. He chose it. He chose his son that he's literally met once over his entire family and friends.
He didn't really choose. He tried to work around it, and then Chase just shot himself. So
Yeah, he knew the risk. He made the choice.
he tried to have his cake and eat it too.
Exactly, and you know what you get when you try that.
His son being the cake, and everyone else being the two.
Aye.
Yeah. So the main nitpick I'd have actually is they obviously didn't have the actor for Deathstroke the whole time. Because they had him at the start, they had him in the scene and when he's in the cell, and we laughed out loud when he said, "Maybe I'm stating the obvious here, Oliver, but I killed your mother."
Still makes me laugh.
But they set up that the Midokuru has faded in his system, so he's not as crazy as he was. He's more of a sane man. He's been living with what he's done in the past.
Yeah, and he's kind of a good guy again. I mean,
Yeah.
because obviously the Slade we knew pre-Mirakuru was a good guy.
Yeah, maybe shades of grey, maybe, but not not evil.
No, but he was certainly, on the side of right at the very
Yeah.
least.
Yeah, he's an anti-hero. But what I like is this sets up for a double turn, a double cross, then a triple cross, then a quadruple cross, and then we round it off with the pentuple cross?
Sure. I think I said something different when we were
Yeah.
calling it in the episode, but I don't remember
By
what
all
I called
means,
it.
what is the 5 version of, triple, quadruple? What's the fifth one? Tell us what the fifth one is.
It's got to be pent something.
Yeah, you imagine so, but I don't know.
Yeah.
They're going to hit us with something weird now.
Yeah, we're probably wrong.
Because it looks like he's going to side with Evelyn because Boomerang sides with her and like everyone else, but then he immediately reverses that. But then he punches out Oliver later on and puts him in the cell with the rest of them. But it's only so he can get the Sonic device to Dinah, and then oh no, he's back again. So it was like double, triple, quadruple,
Yeah.
back again. So
Too many is the answer.
it was. Joey reminded me of it. It was almost like who was the actor? I can't remember. Oh, Ray Winston from Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. I don't remember a lot about that movie other than Nuclear Fridge, but I do remember his character like went back and forth on what side he was on repeatedly.
You're right. Yeah.
I remember that. So yeah, so the nitpick I was getting at. So they didn't have him for the whole thing, and there was some scenes where he had the mask on the entire time. Now he did speak, but you could tell they'd recorded the dialogue later. And they didn't do a great job of making it sound like it came from behind the mask. So
And you know what? I'm really pissed off at that. It's such an easy effect. Like, you could do it in 3 seconds. EQ, high pass filter, low pass filter. That's all you need.
Yeah,
Literally three clicks.
And if you've done it well enough, where you've edited the entire episode, you've got all that stuff on the same track. Just do it once for the whole.
That's it. You need
whole
one
thing.
one setting, click. You can do it in about 4 clicks from scratch without even using like any preset nonsense. Going, it's about there. It's not hard, but they put no effort into this whatsoever, and that actually really annoyed me. It offended me on like quite a personal level.
Where really, because obviously they had him for some scenes where he had the helmet off, and obviously you could tell that there were certain scenes they had to shoot without him. The one or shots where they were all fighting in a circle. At the end of that, when he's got Adrian and he's holding him, and everyone's looking at him, he's still got the mask on. Now he eventually takes it off, but when he takes it off, he steps into his own shot, so it's just him.
It's where he starts taking it off in the corner of one shot, and then it cuts, and he's just got it off.
Yeah, and there is one shot where you can see him out of focus in the background with everyone else with the mask off, but it's blurry enough that it's easily a stunt double. Yeah. And every time it cuts to him with the mask off, he's separate, but when it cuts to a wide shot of all of them, it's just them without him. So you could tell they didn't have the actor for that scene. So obviously they had him for a couple of days, and they did all the stuff they needed to with him. Maybe they didn't have him for a week, I don't know.
It's funny, because obviously there was all that stuff on Twitter where, he was like, oh, I'm not in it. It's just a stunt double.
And it was accurate to a degree.
Yeah, he is in it. I mean, a reasonable amount in the scenes that mattered, but it's very clear where he wasn't there.
Yeah, he's in it enough that it doesn't feel like that much of a cheat, but you could tell there was a few extra scenes where they needed him and they didn't quite have him.
It's just, honestly, it's the way this stunt double carries themselves.
It's just different.
It's just different. It doesn't even walk the same way. You can tell.
Yeah, he's a bit slimmer as well. I feel like every time it was him, and it was actually the actor.
It doesn't look as bulked up, does it?
Yeah, he's bulkier, so you could tell that.
Yeah, you could, and obviously the voice thing. I mean, sure it was ADR anyway, but just fix it. I'm really pissed off about that.
Other than that, though, it was mostly fun. There were a couple of silly moments. Sure, it's Arrow. We kind of expect that, but Chasey's whole plan was kind of fun. He had everything ready to explode.
Look,
all of them were on the
rigged
island.
An entire island with C4.
He
I
did.
respect that.
He did do that. We also had the kind of self-sacrifice of Malcolm Merlin, the artist formerly known as Ra's al Ghul.
Which he did not say.
He did. I was hoping that would be his last words, because I could see him sacrificing himself, because we knew he wasn't going to be on the show next season, so I was expecting a sacrifice. Now, it happened off screen, though, so I am willing to bet money that, okay, it won't be here next season, but I will bet you money.
Season 7.
Yeah, he will appear. Maybe not even in Arrow. Maybe it'll be in Legends. Maybe it'll be in Flash. Whatever.
Yeah.
But I guarantee they can retcon this the minute they decide they want him back.
Yeah. No, look, one, I'm annoyed that when they were like, but how are you going to get out of this? You've got your foot on it. And Thea butts in straight away and goes, he's not going to. But I wanted him to go, because I used to be Ra's al Ghul. No, yeah, that's number one.
That's the other thing. We had Talia versus Nissa in a Al
Yeah.
Ghul face-off.
We'll get to that in a second. The other time I'm pissed off that didn't happen is obviously they did the off-screen death. I wanted him to show back up at some point in this, and they'll be like, "How the hell did you survive?" And he'll go, "You used to be Ra's al Ghul." Just shrug it off like it was nothing, because that would have been cool.
It would have been funny. It wouldn't have made much sense, but it would have been funny.
Yeah, but who cares? Who cares about sense in this show?
Yeah, so we
They
had
don't.
the Al Ghul face-off. That was okay. Nothing particularly
It's
special.
kind of one of the weakest points of the episode
Yeah, it was just kind of what it was.
because I don't care about either of them.
Honestly, when everyone got involved in the fight, though, towards that fight in the building, which by the way looked really bad from the outside, the CG, because they the CG this building into the forest, it looked quite bad.
Yeah,
But
it did.
all that fighting in there was actually pretty good for the most part with everyone else. Like that was actually kind of fun, and it was big, and it felt like everyone was involved. And if they weren't in that scene, they were across the island and like Team B try to figure things out. So it felt like it had something for everyone, at least a little bit to do.
Oh, that's fair. It do remind me though, we do a major problem.
We do. What was the major
We
problem?
do. The smoke bomb escape.
Oh yeah, this is Talia we're talking about. This is when they find the first couple of people, Felicity and his ex and Curtis, and they're in cages, and this is where Evelyn is, and they lock Evelyn in the cage. When Talia escapes, Talia gets beat, and she decides to escape. She drops a smoke bomb, which is fine when they're in the building, or it's fine when it's night time, or it's fine. But the problem with this was
They're in the open in a forest.
They're-
There's not many places to go.
well, see, it'd be fine if there was lots of trees around her because she climbs a tree and she, like it's
Yeah, but
unbelievable.
she was
but
in a
it's,
clearing, wasn't she?
Yeah, she was in a very clear. There was like meters and meters and meters of open space around her, but nowhere to go. There's just this cloud of smoke, and she's not there anymore.
Do you know the thing that cracked me up the most? The smoke doesn't go that far. It doesn't even reach to the nearest trees.
Which is why it makes it hard to believe she could get away.
Yeah, now Adrian does this later on in a building, and it's a blinding light, so they all actually look away as well. So it's like, yeah, I buy he did that there. I buy he ran round a corner as they looked away. But this one,
By the way, I'm just glancing over at the IMDb cast.
why are you doing that?
Well, I was just because I wasn't interested in what you were saying, and my eyes were wandering. But I've noticed that obviously this is a lot of assuming on whoever put these into IMDb, but they've added a lot of people who are in this episode. They've got Roy Harper, they've got Ra's al Ghul, the actual Ra's al Ghul, they've got Vixen. There's a bunch of people here that weren't in it. I mean, at least Lila's a reasonable guess because she pops up in Arrow a lot. But
To be fair, we did have Moira
we did have Moira.
briefly.
Briefly, that it was kind of a flashback because basically the flashbacks overlap with season one's opening where he fires the arrow off and the boat gets him. I actually, as much as I hate the flashbacks and I kind of could have done without them, I at least appreciated the idea in this one that he knows that the boat's coming in like however many hours, but he's been hunted on the island and he has to deal with the bad guys before he can go and get the boat. And
I
if he
feel
misses,
like it could have done with more time.
it could Joe, honestly, what they could have done. This could have been like a whole episode, not the finale, but maybe or maybe they should have made the finale a double and given this like almost the amount of a full episode.
Yeah, like it feels like like that whole section with
Covart.
yes.
I
Thank
remember
you.
his name from last week because remember I looked.
Sure you do. You're not looking at IMDb right now.
I don't see him though. Do I? No, he's not even on the. I mean, he's probably in the Seafield cast list, but they've added so many stupid people who aren't even there.
Are you telling me Ra's al Ghul is above Kovar?
Yeah, Matt Nable for Ra's al Ghul is above. Constantine's not in this episode. Who put these names into IMDb? Katana wasn't there. They're both above. They're above Renee and Dinah.
What?
What is going on? This is madness. This. Oh, they've got Tommy in there. Of course, they've got Tommy in there. Why wouldn't they have Tommy?
I should play out. I was playing an extra drinking game this time, courtesy of a Reddit user who put up a finale bingo card, and I wasn't going to do all of them because that would have killed me. Because one of them was every time Deathstroke says kid, and I was like, yeah, I ain't drinking every time.
He said it like 16 times. So that would have been a bad move.
Yeah. But I forgot where I was going with this. One of them was something to do with what we were talking about.
Oh my
Well, I can't remember what we were talking about.
Surprise returns. I think you're going to surprise returns.
Yes, surprise returns. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, and none of them except Moira, but those are a flashback. And
Yeah, but we made it count just so you could drink.
honestly, I made any excuse to it because drinking is better when there's an excuse. And like the canary scream off wasn't on there, but I drank anyway.
Because I like the idea that he's running out of time. He knows he has to be there and light that fire for the boat going past, and he's struggling to get there in time. That is actually a fine idea for a purely action based plot. That is actually a really fun idea.
It is.
But yeah, like I say, he doesn't get enough time. So, and then he puts on his fake beard and his fake wig. Well, as opposed to a real wig, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And puts his hood up, and we get the footage from the season 1 premiere, the pilot, with him lighting the thing, but we get one extra scene after it where he phones his mother, and she's like, "Did your father survive?" And he's like, Which, to be fair, this is probably the most relevant the flashbacks have been all season, because it got brought up just before Adrian killed himself the same way, and he even brought it up. So I'll give them some credit here. This one actually kind of linked.
No, that's true. You're right. I hadn't considered that, but
because
I wasn't thinking of it linking. I was thinking, yeah, they've got to do this.
Yeah, because 90% of the flashbacks this year have not even felt thematically close to the episode, and they feel like just filler that could be...
There was some, even in this, that felt like annoyingly short. Like, I hate that they're not even full scenes that you get for flashbacks sometimes. They chop them up. The one that I'm thinking of is, when he shot down the helicopter. It was him shooting down a helicopter. Oh, that's it. Flashback over. What was the point in that? What did that do? What did that serve other than showing him be cool for a moment?
Deadshot's in the IMDb list as well.
Of course he is. Isn't he dead?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's dead.
He's dead. He's pretty dead. I don't know what they're playing at. Ragman's in there.
No, that one I can buy.
Maybe.
Probably should have gone, "Hey Ragman, do you want to come and give us a hand?" Instead of going to Slade and Boomerang.
Yeah, but he lost his powers.
Yeah.
To be fair, Slade's pretty handy if he's on your side.
No, I'll give it that one. But he didn't know that when he went to him.
Yeah, well, he mentioned it before he let him out of the cage. Or was it after he let him out
No,
of the
he didn't.
cage?
It was after.
That's true.
He unlocked it.
That's true.
Then the Argus guy came in. He knocked him out. Slade let himself out, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm fine now."
I thought, honestly, the idea that they can occasionally call on him to be an ally is kind of more interesting at this point anyway than having him be just locked up forever.
I agree. I'm not disputing that.
It can be the big heavy, but here's actually an issue. If they don't get him back for the first episode of season 6, like, did they just say he died in the explosions?
I was just going to say he died. All the rest of them got off. He chose to they'll get off, and Felicity was like, Slade said he chose to sacrifice himself. He went out a hero.
They have to show us that, though. If they give us, if they're going to say that, they have to show us the sacrificing moment where he makes that choice.
No, they won't. They'll just have Felicity go, he went out a hero.
I'll complain if that's all they do. That's bullshit.
I would put money on that.
They have to show him. They have to have the mask on.
Tell you what,
ADR it, but they have to show him do it.
Tell you what, season 6, episode 1. They don't show it. I'll down a drink.
All right, okay. Remember that, folks. Note it down. Was there anything else worth discussing? Here's something I wasn't so keen on. Like Thea being all, "Oh, I know I hated him, but now he's gone and I kind of miss him." Like, he died like 30 seconds ago. It rang false. It felt like TV writing to me. It just felt like such... Here's this thing that TV writing seems to not understand, is that sometimes people genuinely don't give a shit about some loved ones.
Yeah.
Like, in TV writing, it's like, oh no, it doesn't matter how mean they were to you or how bad your relationship was. When they die, it affects you. And the truth is that sometimes that's not true. And, well, mostly I let them away with it. This one I felt especially false.
Honestly, this is kind of the same way I feel about how Oliver made such a big deal about his son. Like, I know it's his son. I know he's supposed to care, but he's literally met the kid once. That's fair. That said, full disclosure, neither of us are fathers, so... No, that is fair, but like, he's like, "Oh, I love my son." Like, you've met him once.
It's just parental instinct, I guess, isn't
I
it?
mean, fine, but I mean, I guess that's the logic, but I don't know. I feel like
But here's the thing, though. Even if it's not his son, let's say it's a random kid he doesn't know.
sure he's
A superhero should still consider making that choice because the kid's life. It's a kid versus. I mean, it's a lot of people, but they're all adults.
no, no. I agree to that, but the idea that Chase wasn't really that big a deal. He was in prison. He was like, fine, whatever, and then he's like, I've got your son. I don't know. I just
But how would you realistically have reacted for you? Would you be like, oh well, I mean,
well, no. Obviously, you don't react like nothing. I'm just saying, is this kid? Yes, it's a kid, so it's obviously worse. But is it a kid that you've never met? Like you've met once? Is that worse than every single person who is close to you in your entire your whole life, all your friends and family right now?
yeah. And Felicity just kissed you and implied she wants to get back together.
Right, yeah, right. But Chase has all of them. He, when he took them all, he has your entire friends and family. But the kid is the tipping point. The kid that you've met once. I'm just not sure I buy it.
My one problem with Oliver, though, actually, is when he's holding Chase by the neck and everyone's standing in front of him, and he's like, "You do it, Oliver. Prove who you are. Prove who you are."
His facial expressions.
I don't know what Stephen Amell was doing with his face, but he looked like he was trying to hold in a shit. It was really...
It's rare I say his acting was bad. I don't think it's always good, but it's usually serviceable.
Yeah, he's solid. Like, he's fine.
Yeah.
But that scene, he was pulling some facial expression. It really looked like he was holding in a shit.
It was really bad. It was one of his worst acting moments, I think, honestly.
Especially since later on, like on the boat when he's screaming at him, it was not bad. Like I felt the
This
passion.
is the thing. Every so often I go, damn, Amel's really good at this. You know that episode where Chase had him locked in the dungeon, and right up until the end where he was like, no, fine, I did it. You broke me. I like it. Up till that point, I was like, damn, Amel's doing a really good job. So every so often he can do that. But I don't know what he was doing in this scene. I just don't know what that was.
Yeah, he did some good stuff in the rest of the episode. It was just that one scene. He was pulling some really weird faces that just were taking me out of the scene. I was like, by the way, I will miss Adrian Chase. Mainly, I will miss his smirk. His smirk on the boat as he thought Oliver wasn't going to quite make it to the boat was glorious.
It really was. I agree. I'm going to miss him too. I'm going to miss that Prometheus scene more.
Of course you are.
But I am going to miss him because he's been kind of cheesy fun, hasn't he?
Oh yeah, like he's been so much better than Damien Dark. I'd say he's been so much better than Ra's al Ghul as well, to be honest.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I still think Slade worked better as a villain because he had like a genuine personal connection. We'd seen him, before, so there was seeing him as a villain worked. There was a connection. This just worked on it was a fun, over the top, cheesy. Now we're gonna have fun with this level. And I respect that.
10 steps ahead, He's 10 steps ahead.
I know. So good.
Yeah.
So sort of counted it. You know that episode where Oliver captured him on the stairway? Someone counted it and went, there's 12 steps. He's 12 steps ahead now.
Yeah. So yeah, Felicity kissed him, and she was talking to his ex, and it seems like we have the potential here that there's going to be a rekindling of the Felicity flame.
Because of course, because they couldn't leave a season without them going, "Hey, Felicitors, come back next time."
I don't even I have no problem with them being. The problem was how they handled it last year. The problem was the lie, and that was the hilarious part actually. Is his ex, William's mother. Said, "Oh, is that why you left him? Because he didn't tell you about William?" Oh, it was really complicated. There was so much more than that. And I'm like, "Oh, it wasn't. That was it. That was exactly it. You found out he had a son that he didn't tell you about, and you're like, oh no, you've lied, Oliver." And that was it. And then you got up out of the wheelchair and walked out. Don't think I've forgotten about that yet.
Never forget about that. Do you know what? Something I want to give this episode shit for, and it's something I don't think Arrow's ever done before. We spoke about on the other CW shows. Earlier tonight, with the Supergirl and Flash, they ended on cliffhangers, but all of their previous seasons have ended on cliffhangers as well. I don't think Arrow's ever ended on a cliffhanger before. I think it's always been relatively, wrapped up. Gone, no, this is the ending, because Season 3 literally had him driving off into the sunset.
It did, yeah. What does season 4 have? That was a team breaking up, was it not? And half of
It
them
was the
leaving?
team breaking up. They left, but it still felt like, no, this is the conclusion to a story.
I mean, that was a bit more cliffhangery, but yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I'll accept it.
2, they just saved the city, so they were all kind of happy.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I mean, I'm surprised no one walked into a portal because I feel like Supergirl and Flash both ended with someone getting into a portal.
The bomb was actually a portal. It just, when all those bombs went off on the island, it actually just opened a portal and teleported them all back to Star City. That's how they're all there.
Cool. I wonder what they're going to do for a villain next year. I mean, Vigilante's still around.
Apparently, I haven't seen him in a while.
Tommy.
It is Tommy, or it's Eddie.
Or it's Eddie.
It's one or the other.
For some reason, Eddie's wanting to cause trouble.
Eddie crosses the multiverse
in Star
he
City.
crosses all time periods and all space. He does whatever he wants.
Maybe he dated Black Siren on his Earth, and he's here
Yes.
because he wants Black Siren back.
I like it.
I don't know. Actually, that'd be a fun thing. Actually, if it turns out to be like an Earth 2 person of someone we have.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just a thought.
Earth 2 Tommy.
Earth 2 Tommy.
Let's work it in.
All right. Okay, I think we're wrapping up then. Season as a whole, obviously it was much better than 4. I would say it's better than 3. Obviously, we still nitpicked a lot throughout the season because Arrow's kind of goofy.
Yeah, I'd say I still didn't enjoy it. It still wasn't good. But yeah, it was better than 3 and 4. I'm not going to argue that.
It was definitely less painful. It had a cheesy but fun villain, and
it definitely picked up once he revealed himself, and we got the over-the-top cheesiness.
Yeah, that was definitely a tipping point. Before that, it was a bit more rough. Absolutely.
Yeah,
it did have that one genuinely good episode, though. Remember he recreates the path, and with the flashbacks of him actually going up this building.
Yeah, up the escalator.
Yeah, up the escalator, and then it ends with that was a genuinely decent episode.
Was good.
Yeah.
That's the one where he killed what's his name that's been forgotten ever since.
Felicity's boyfriend, who's a
who
cop.
she clearly doesn't give a shit about anymore.
No one
making
remembers
out with
him.
Oliver.
Yeah, no one remembers
I
him.
literally don't remember his name.
I don't remember his name.
Officer something.
I had to look up Kovar last week. You think I remember Felicity's boyfriend from the first half of the season?
Touché.
Jesus. All right. There we go. That's been
Arrow, and my liver now gets a break for a few months.
Why is Anarchy in the cast list on IMDb?
Look, he's Anarchy. He was going to show up on the island and just cause some.
And just to make this clear, I'm on this episode. I'm not like on the Arrow main page where it's everyone forever. I'm on this episode cast list.
Look, someone got carried away when they browsed Reddit and Tumblr and all the others and were like, look at all these rumors, and they're like, screw it. I'm adding every single one of these to IMDb because why not? Prick.
Ah dear. Better than the last couple of seasons. Still, I mean, we still find a lot of the characters kind of rough, and obviously we're going to continue to cover it the way we've been covering it.
It's the sort of thing where I feel like if you weren't jaded, you probably would enjoy this season. Yeah. But we were at the point where it has to do so much to earn us back.
Yeah. After season 4, it burned its bridges so much.
Yeah, that it was kind of like even when it was trying to be serious, we couldn't take it seriously
because they'll bring up points and we'll be like, and we'll remember like a sort of similar point from earlier or something like that, and it'll be like, how am I supposed to take it seriously when Felicity's telling him not to kill people, or when I'm like, oh, she nuked people, by the way, she nuked a city, she killed 10,000 people, or when I don't know. Or every time Oliver keeps flip-flopping on his killing or no killing rule, which I guess he's back to not killing because that was kind of the point of the whole
last half
of the season.
Because this was it, isn't it? It was like, no, I'm not going to kill after Tommy. And it was like, no, Ra's al Ghul needs me to kill him. So I'm going to kill him.
Yeah. And then he went a season still not kind of killing, and then start of season 5 was like, no, to make it, because of Laurel, I need to make a difference, so I need to start killing again.
Yeah, and then he gave up the mask. He was like, I don't deserve this, and killed people with a gun anyway, because he had the black mask on.
Uh-huh.
And then it was like, nah, I'm ready. I'm not going to kill people anymore.
And it's like, that's nice and all, but serial killers don't just get to go free because they decided after the fact that, nah, you know what, I'm not going to kill anymore, it's fine.
Serial vigilante. Not a serial killer.
I know, but I'm comparing him to serial killers.
I got that. I'm just pointing out he's not a serial killer, even though he does serial kill.
In the first season, he literally had a hit list.
Yeah, okay. In the first season, he was a serial killer.
Good. So we've established that. All right, that has been the season 5 finale of Arrow. Season 5 as a whole of Arrow. Let us know what you thought of this episode and the season in the comments below. Like, subscribe, all that stuff helps us out a lot. Guys on Twitter at mailed_fuzz for channel updates. You can support the channel by heading over to patreon.com/mailedfuzztv. There's some bonuses over there for various things.
And you can pay for me to buy a new bottle of this for next year.
Aye, what a pitch. So, thank you very much for watching once again. Keep watching TV. We'll see you next October for Arrow. Have you got any vanilla?